How's it going, people? Charlie here from Leapfrog Fighter TV, here at Ringside Boxing and Fitness in Redditch, here with your co-headliner Perry Atkinson. First of all, mate, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. However, today is all about yourself. Let's go back right to the beginning. How did you get involved in boxing?
First started when I was about 17 years old. My dad used to be a boxer for Redditch. He was quite good for his boxing as well. My dad, he went quite far with Redditch as an amateur. And he took me to the gym when I was 17, really, and I just had sort of a natural gift or natural talent for it. And I just progressed off that. I studied a lot of YouTube as well, not like that, but I used to watch a lot of Roy Jones Jr. and try and watch all those sort of old styles and stuff like that, and that's what I used to admire. So.
How long have you been fighting now then? You said you started coming to the gym since you were 17.
So on and off. I had my first fight when I was 17.
Yeah.
I had a couple more fights, and obviously I was still learning more about life, so I had a bit of a time off. And about the last 4 years, I've always been in and out of boxing, but last 4 years I've started taking it more seriously, and obviously I've won more fights, got myself the undisputed crown on CSL. Now I've got myself into position for like more title fights on good shows like yourself.
Has it always been a white collar circuit, or have you gone into the amateurs before?
I have had one amateur. I've had a chance to go professional a couple of times as well. That's still on the cards, but at the moment I think that I've got a good potential to really clean up on the unlicensed scene and take over and be heavyweight champion on multiple promotions.
What do you think is the biggest difference between the amateur scene and the white collar scene?
I think it's a different style of fighting, isn't it? The amateur, you get taught a different style. You know what I mean? So I think I've got my own style, which I suit the more unlicensed and pro side of it. So that's why I've stuck with that. But it's two different styles of fighting, I think. So there's a lot. I think the amateur is a lot younger. You get into it a lot younger, and that's how you build up and progress through that sort of age category.
And in terms of the show itself, do you find that amateurs maybe a little bit more basic, a little bit more toned back, whereas white collar is a little bit more to the pro show style?
Oh yeah, white collar is definitely more fun to watch.
Right.
Like the amateur, you build and you just have fight in, fight out to try and get a professional contract. But obviously the white collar, if you want entertainment, that's where you're going to go to, your unlicensed ones.
Now, my following question, I think I already know the answer to this.
Yeah.
The dream is to go pro, I'm assuming.
Eventually, yeah.
Let's say 5 years from now, what does Perry Atkinson look like as a boxer in your dreams?
I feel like I've got the potential to wheedle into a couple of domestic titles. You know, I am getting a bit older, but I still think I'm hitting my peak, and I still think I've definitely got it in me and got the ability to maybe maybe get the English title and progress and just challenge myself. Really, I'm not afraid to fight anybody. I get in there with anybody in the day.
Who's somebody that you look up to most? This could be a fighter, it could be family, it could be a coach.
Probably my coach has inspired me the most, to be fair. He's pushed me in, the days when you don't believe in yourself. It only takes one person to believe in you, can take on the world. So I think that sort of belief he has in me, and he brings that sort of safety element to let you know that no matter what, you're still gonna still loved either day. Like you win or lose, you're still gonna be in the corner, and that's all you need sometimes as a fighter.
Let's touch on a couple of the fights you've had before. For you, you've had the rematch with Justice. I've known Justice for a while. He's a fantastic fighter. Would you say those have been your toughest fights?
Justice, the rematch was definitely, I think, the pressure-wise, my toughest.
How come? Why was it?
Just was a lot riding on it, because obviously I didn't win the first fight. Obviously that was like Justice won that. There was a lot of controversial about it, so we had to get the rematch. And I felt like obviously the pressure was on me to
right the wrong.
Yeah, right the wrong, and showcase what I'm really about. I let myself go in the first fight. I wasn't fit. I didn't really train. The second fight I trained. I come back fit. And what I said I was going to do in the build-up and interviews, I did. You know what I mean? I didn't smack talk. I showed them nothing but respect. We got on well, me and Justice. And obviously that was a pressure-wise toughest fight, and I knew how tough he is. But I'd say probably one of my toughest opponents, probably Tommy Inch.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a good bang, and me and him are good mates now. Like, and he caught me some hell of a shots. And so I think Justice and Tommy, I think those are the two toughest, biggest punches I've fought, and I've took their best punches and not wobbled once. So.
Do you feel Warren is going to have enough power to cause you?
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he holds power. There's no doubt about that. But what I believe in myself, I don't reckon he's going to knock me out. I don't reckon he's got the power to knock me out. I just think I show nothing but respect, but I just think that my boxing resume is a lot better, and I fought a lot more people with more experience and all that. No disrespect to him, I just think that my IQ is a lot better, and I can handle pressure well. And when I need to perform, I perform. I show up. There's no doubt about that. There's one thing, I've got heart and I'm a warrior, and that's what we're going to find out about Warren, whether he's got it in him.
Warren is coached by John Shaw, who is probably one of the most fearsome mans in the circuit. He's a fantastic coach.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic fighter. He's got loads and loads of experience. Do you feel like, from Warren's perspective, having somebody like John in his corner is going to be really, really beneficial for him and could cause you some problems with his IQ?
He could have anyone in his corner. It doesn't make a difference. I'm better. So that's what I believe. Doesn't matter who's got in his corner. I believe in myself and I know how good I can be. And I'm already, like, I've been training over Christmas. I haven't stopped. I'm not just starting a camp now. I've not really stopped training before Christmas. I've kept on it. My weight's still coming off, and I feel like I'm just going to be absolutely in phenomenal shape and phenomenal mindset for this fight. I really feel like it's my time to shine, and I believe in myself, and that's the main thing you need.
Warren's 7-0. He's only had 7 fights. He's won all 7 of them, 5 of them with KOs. You're pushing on 20 fights now, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your nearly 3 times fighting experience could play a big part, as you touched on, with IQ, with nerves, with ringsmanship?
I feel like my boxing IQ is better. I don't like to say experience because you can be 2-0 and be the most amazing fighter ever. It's all about self-belief, isn't it? And if Warren's got that belief, I'll take my hat off to him. But that's what it is. I just believe that I'm I said, I'm not the most athletic, but there's not many people that can move like me in heavyweight. Like, I'm very agile.
I mean, I've just seen you hit some pads, and I've seen you training footage before, and I've seen your fights before. You move incredibly well for a heavyweight.
And a lot of people don't expect that about me. They always think I'm just going to be this sluggish fighter.
Right.
But I'm not the most powerful. I know that. That's why I don't always go. That's why I don't ever try to knock out. I know what I'm good at. I know that I'm good at sticking and moving. I'm very hard to pin down as well. I'm very elusive. I'm very good. That's where my boxing IQ comes into it. So I know I'm not going to stand there and trade with Warren. I'm just going to take him to boxing school.
Stylistically, how would you describe your style, and how does it match up with Warren's?
I think Warren's got a very good amateur boxing stance. He holds his posture well. I've seen he's got his good jab. He's got his good backhand. But like I said, sometimes, I feel like I've got a little bit more in my locker for my movement and my agility.
A question that I've been asking a couple of the guys now is, if you could fight anyone in the world, absolutely anyone, any way, any reason, who would it be?
Past or present.
Anything, literally anything.
Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
I just think, I think I'd just be mesmerised when I was in there watching him, how he works. I studied him a lot, and I just think he's one of my greatest fighters to watch. But in his prime, he was just a different level. He went up with weight. He was 4-weight world champion, so he's just a different class. He was cocky, but he could hold his arrogance. He could back it up. So
you've got 4 people flying out of a ringside here in Redditch. You've got James Wheatley, you've got Kenzie Kranich, and you've got Liam Clee.
Yeah.
What can you give into an insight into these lads?
They all train hard. They all give it their all. And we've all got a warrior mentality. Graham's drilled us the mentality. One thing you'll never see us is quit. We're never quitting a fight, and that's all you need. As long as you got heart, you can go a long way.
Anybody that you want to give a special shout out to that's really sort of supported you or helped you out in the last few years of boxing?
Probably my family, my brother Bobby. You know what I mean? We've been there through thick and thin together. The people in the gym that I train with, and especially my coach Graham, who's done a lot for me. I cannot commend him enough how much he's been there for me. And on the days where, like you said, you've fought yourself. The days where you don't feel like doing it, the coach is the one to be like, look, the days are like this. And that's all you need. I've always said, like, you need one person to make you believe in yourself. And now I believe in myself because of his courage in me. So I think that he's one of the main sources why I'm where I am today in the sport and why I'm getting the title shots I'm getting.
Do you feel boxing is a really good outlet for maybe some young kids that are going through some tough times? They can come into the gym, they can be a part of a community, and they can get out of their bad habits.
Definitely, it's helped me loads. I'm very chill. I calm down. Like, it makes me feel more calm when I've trained. It's taught me a different mentality. I always say that saying, an angry mind is a narrow mind, and you'd be surprised how much situations you can solve when you've got a calm mindset. And obviously boxing's really taught me to stay calm in the pressure. And obviously boxing's mental side as well. A lot of people get worked up, and I'm very good at the mental game. If I get hit, I always laugh and all that, because it's all about the mental side of boxing. A lot of people don't realise that you can be as good as you want, but you can tap into their mentality, and then it's a different level.
What can we expect from Perry Atkinson before you go pro on the white collar scene? So in the near future,
I'm just going to clean up. I'm going to take every heavyweight title I can take on every promotion, and that's my aim this year. And then obviously once I've done that, once my name's more known, and obviously then I can progress onto the professional side of things and see where that takes me.
mate, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see you in action live. It'll be the first time I've seen you in the flesh fight, and you're fighting Warren Virgo, who I know is a fantastic fighter. He's got knockout power like you haven't known. You're a fantastic mover. It's going to be a stylistic, well, styles make fights, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing fight. Where can people get tickets?
From myself directly, or yourself, or your Instagram page. They can just message you and go from there.
Nice one. Well, as I said, like, I can't wait for this fight. There's about 25 fights on this card. Apart from yourself, who are you most looking forward to seeing fight?
Kenzie.
Yeah.
Kenzie. I think he's in a different mindset for this fight. He's come back from his last fight, and like you said, sometimes it's never a loss if you don't learn from it. I always say it's only a loss if you don't learn from it. You've got to take every loss and take the positive from it and learn from it and come back strong. I've had to do it, and like I said, I believe he will. I believe he's in a great mindset and a great place. I believe we're going to see a whole new level of Kenzie in the ring.
February 24th, Sports Connection Arena, Coventry, Perry Atkinson versus Warren Virgo, the two best heavyweights in the Midlands and potentially the UK. They're going to face off. Mate, any last word to your opponent?
I'll see you all on fight night. Good luck, Warren.
Time.